Hey, what's good, everyone? This is Adnan Aragi in the clutch, and we got to talk about what's record-wise the best team in the NBA right now, and that's the Boston Celtics. As they're wrapping up the regular season, as we're getting ready for the playoffs, there's a lot of storylines going in on this particular team. As once again, they have the best record in the entire NBA with a 64-18. Win-loss record for the regular season. Drew Holiday recently just signed a 4-year, $135 million contract extension to stay with the Boston Celtics, which I find it amazing because there was talks of him potentially retiring even before the season started, and yet he ended up signing a max deal to this point. Like, that's very impressive, and that shows that he really is all in and believes on the Boston Celtics and their plan. And this season, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, as expected, were all-stars. Jayson Tatum, he led the team with his usual great stats of 26.9 points per game, 8.1 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 1 steal a game, 0.6 blocks, shooting 47.1% from the field and 37.6% from three-point range. Amazing numbers, and there's a reason why he's their captain. And the Celtics, I mean, from a non-biased perspective, I mean, I want to say like this is their year, but like they are so up and down. Like, if you look at the context of this team, what I mean by is they have won by over 50 points on 3 separate occasions. I made a video on that like fairly recently on talking about how the Boston Celtics like have dominated their opponents against the Nets, the Warriors, and the Pacers, if I recall correctly. But at the same time, they have blown a 30-point lead to the Atlanta Hawks, and the Hawks have been struggling. They're barely a play-in team. So it's like at one point, you're like, when you see them win by over 50 points, you're like, this could be the year. Like, they're hungry, they're serious. And then when they lose a 30-point lead to a struggling team that if it wasn't for this play-in, they're just a normal lottery pick, you would think like, are they even trying? Do they care at this point? Are they like just dragging their feet? It's a mixture of like both worlds in terms of like, you want to feel so high on the Celtics because they have the talent, the capabilities, but there are times like this with the Hawks where they just like completely fall apart, or they show they don't care, and it's like, who do you believe in? And like, there are like a lot of people saying like nobody trusts the Celtics. This is not really they're just gonna find a way to choke again. And the thing that like I find frustrating for the Celtics, especially for Celtic fans, is the Celtics with Brad Stevens. I mean, he has the right plan in place. It's at this point all about execution. I mean, I do believe Joe Mazzulla. I do believe he's a good coach. I mean, not as great as Ime Udoka, who has done tremendous wonders, has turned around the franchise, but due to off the court issues, I mean, there's a reason why he's gone, which I totally understand. I don't blame whatsoever, but I'm just talking about strictly from a coaching perspective, that Ime Udoka, I believe he would have been a more complete piece to guide the ship for the Celtics. But Mazzulla, he's a great replacement. I know he works hard. I know he does his best. And the fact that Mazzulla in his first year took 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals, like I said, in his first year as a head coach, that's impressive in itself. And with him having more experience, I do believe like he can definitely at least get to that same level, if not possibly make it to the finals, as long as no injuries or major crazy things happen. But with that being said, the Boston Celtics, like, it's crazy because like they've tried every single opportunity they can to get, not only get to the finals, but finally win that first championship since 2008. They've traded for Kyrie Irving. Didn't work out because of some issues between him and teammates and or management. They've tried going all in on Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, which has worked to an extent. They brought in like I said, Ime Udoka. He did great. It was a massive gamble when Brad Stevens, he stepped down as a coach to go to the front office, and bringing in a new coach in Ime Udoka did great. Made it to the finals against the Warriors. I mean, I personally thought the Celtics were going to win that year, but turned out it wasn't the case. And then they brought in Joe Mazzulla. Basically, it was practically the same, and they fell short in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Heat in 7 games. And now, like Brad Stevens, he basically went all in, brought in like Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, brought in like just complementary pieces to help out this team. And I'll admit, like I thought it was a huge risk at the time when they brought in Kristaps Porzingis because getting rid of Marcus Smart, I mean, I thought he was the heart and soul of that team. I liked him. He was the Defensive Player of the Year just recently. And Kristaps Porzingis, as talented as he is injury prone, and so far has done paid great dividends for them. And it's like they have everything in place. They have the right the plan. They have like, this is the blueprint. This is the formula. We have this. We can win with these guys, with this unit. It's all a matter of Jayson Tatum particularly stepping up, being that true number one guy to be able to, when Jaylen Brown, if he has an off game, or Porzingis is not feeling well, or Drew Holiday, like he's getting outmatched, defensively, or whatever the case may be, it's up to Tatum, in my opinion, to be able to rise to the occasion, to be able to bring out this team out of like any potential hole they have, like in whether in a series or in a potential game clinching game, to be able to get the job done so the Celtics can get their 18th ring. And with that being said, like I don't know like what more can the Celtics do, like management wise, because they've done everything they possibly can to get this team going. It's just a matter of effort, and if somehow they don't at least make the finals this year, like, because I'll admit, like I believe the Nuggets, they're the clear favorites. They're it's basically how does the league stop Jokic at this point? That's, I'll be honest, it's, for me, it's Denver Nuggets number one, and then the Celtics are right there as a number two. That's who I honestly predict will be the finals, the Denver Nuggets and the Boston Celtics. If the Celtics do not at least make the finals, I don't know what to say. I mean, like, I believe this is like time for them to potentially blow it up, because like what more can they do? Like they've tried these things for several years now, and it's just not working between Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, because this is like the best management I've seen from Brad Stevens, like bringing in the perfect right pieces for Jayson Tatum to build around, along with Jaylen Brown. And if somehow this doesn't work, I mean, somebody's gonna get traded, because like me personally, as a Heat fan, I wish we had these we made these moves for Jimmy Butler. I personally wish that, and Bam Adebayo. Like, I wish we were able to execute this, because one of our struggles is that we lack talent, as a lot of people say around us, because we're relying on like bench guys or G League players to rise up to the occasion, which they have, and I'll give them that. But the lack of like superstar moves or these massive gambles to be able to maximize the fit for Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, it's like we're kind of like in a way shooting ourselves in the foot. But with the Celtics, they've given Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown everything on a silver platter, exactly what he needed. Some pieces did not work out, some are working right now. There's no more excuses. Like, this has got to be the year to minimum make the finals, minimum. So yeah, I mean, I do believe like the Celtics, like they can make it to the finals, but it's, given their history and given how much of a roller coaster season it is between like them dominating and then just choking a major lead, it goes to show that like this team, they could be the same old Celtics, and maybe because now they have no one to blame but themselves. It's not the coaching, it's not the management, it's got to be on the players and their heart or desire for the game. So yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, I'll admit right here, this is my prediction for the 2024 NBA Finals. Denver Nuggets, Boston Celtics. I do believe Denver Nuggets are going to win and repeat, because as of right now, nobody has an answer for Nikola Jokic. So yeah, but let me know what you guys think, Boston Celtics fans. Do you guys think this is the year? There's no more excuses. If somehow you guys do not make it the finals, or even not even the Eastern Conference Finals, you believe it's time for the Celtics to blow it up, keep only Tatum, rebuild, or what do you guys believe? I would love to know, so we can discuss in the comment section down below, because I believe the Celtics have everything they need now. They just need themselves to gather themselves and will themselves together to go out and execute and fight on. That's what I believe, But if I could be wrong, just let me know and we can discuss things down below. I certainly love to hear you guys out. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I certainly love and appreciate every single last one of y'all. Thank you for your time. God bless and talk soon.